welcome to a special edition of the Aviation Pros Podcast. I'm Josh Smith, editor of Ground Support Worldwide, and I'm joined today by my colleague, Bill Baumann, group publisher of the Endeavor Aviation Group, to bring you important details ahead of the International GSE Expo. Bill, we're both making our final preparations for the International GSE Expo, which is taking place at the Las Vegas Convention Center, September 26th to the 28th, and it feels like the excitement's building both internally here at Endeavor Business Media and externally when we talk with exhibitors and show attendees. Are you getting the same feeling as you talk with people in the industry?
Josh, I couldn't agree with you more. I thought it was big and exciting a couple of weeks ago, but the phone is ringing off the hook, and people are registering, more and more attendees and more exhibitors. We're getting more people signing up every day. It's looking like it's going to be an excellent show. Really exciting.
Terrific. I'm excited as well. And I think what we would like to do with this conversation is give folks listening a nice overview of what they can expect when they come to the GSE Expo and join us down in Las Vegas. So let's start with the stuff taking place prior to the show on Sunday and Monday. That's the 24th and 25th. Starting with move-in day and registration. We should note that registration will be open from 8 to 5 on Monday, starting at 8 a.m. on Tuesday and Wednesday, and again at 9 a.m. on Thursdays. And as the exhibitors are getting settled in, Bill, if they have questions and need help during move-in, where can they go to get answers on the show floor?
Well, there's always going to be staff around everywhere, and you'll see them by their really bright GSE 2023 logos on their apparel. Will stand out. This year we don't have the sneakers, but we do have bright shirts, so it'll be a little different. So just look for the bright shirts. But you'll see some old names of people to look for too. Sue Ralston is back again, and she's going to be our on-site show manager. So she's always available, and you can always reach out to me. And my phone is on 24/7, so you can always find me. I'll be the guy with the hat because from what I understand, the weather is going to be great, a little warm, but bright and sunny, so it should be fun. And I have to say, Josh, from the amount of times I've been in Las Vegas and saw that parking lot empty until, Sunday, the start of build out, and when we see this big equipment moving in, that's going to be the exciting times. And there's a lot of things get done in a short amount of time when you're looking at a trade show in Las Vegas. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're not kidding there. And speaking of the good weather, the golf outing the day prior to the GSE Expo is always a really excellent opportunity for folks to network. And it sounds like Bali High Golf Course, where this year's outing is going to take place, is going to be a pretty scenic place to spend the afternoon and really connect with other people in the GSE market.
So, yeah, the golf outing is going to be an exciting one this year. This year, the golf is sponsored by IAEMA, and they are going to be bringing us a really exciting upgraded location. Not that the golf outings in the past weren't great, but this year we've moved to Bali High, which is right on the strip, right close to the action. So it'll be easier to get to than ever before. We start with a box lunch and a driving range and a networking opportunity. And if you're so inclined to have a drink or two, we start at about noon for meeting and greeting and getting all ready and warmed up. Setting up getting your foursomes assigned, picking up your clubs if you've rented. If you are renting, please let me know. Make sure we've recorded that ahead of time. But then our shotgun tee time starts at 1 o'clock sharp, and it'll be great. It's under the beautiful, you'll see the vistas of the downtown strip as you're golfing, so it's right in downtown. You'll also see the Raiders Stadium. So we're right there, right in town. And the idea this year is we're going to end with a cocktail reception and light hors d'oeuvres, so not a full dinner, but that gives everyone the opportunity to network, to decompress, and then to have time to be able to go out to dinner with your clients or your friends or your family or whoever you have in town. So we're doing it a little bit different this year, but it should be a much appreciated, really great opportunity to network.
Yeah, it sounds like really the theme is making the most of your time and being able to both network at the golf outing and entertain clients and meet with other members of the industry after. I think it's going to be really advantageous. And speaking of kind of taking advantage of that time available, we should talk about the expo itself. The show floor will be open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. both Tuesday and Wednesday, and then again from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Thursday. And of course, Bill, we know that there's going to be plenty of GSE out in the outdoor space, loads of exhibitors indoors as well. But more specifically, what can attendees expect when they arrive at the convention center? What sort of experience are they going to get this year at the expo?
Josh, as you know, it's a real hands-on experience. So you're going to see 95,000 square feet of exhibitor space, larger than ever before. I would say that this is easily the largest ground support equipment show in the world ever. So 95,000 square feet. And as you said, about 2/3 of that or a little more is outside. And you can get hands-on with equipment. You can get right in with it, see what the new things are going on. We also have outside the demo area. So if you meet with companies out in the demo area, you'll actually get to move around on the equipment. You'll get to touch and feel the equipment and actually drive it around based on what they have available out there. So that's a pretty exciting opportunity. And so in general, it's a great opportunity to see the equipment and the vendors that are the leaders in this marketplace. But to your point also, inside and around, we have a lot of new and exciting exhibitors at the show this year. This year we have about 250 exhibitors who are attending. And so you're going to see everything. You're going to see everything that has to do with ground support equipment or the support of that equipment, the maintenance of that equipment, how to manage that equipment, the next generation of that equipment, whether it's with dealing with digitization or automation or autonomous equipment, whether it has to do with sustainability and the trends of us going green, electrification and hybrids. There's a bunch of stuff going on there. So you're really going to be able to see what's next in the GSE space.
Yeah, I can speak from an editorial point of view. We're really looking forward to discovering all of that equipment as well. In fact, you'll be able to connect with both show personnel as well as Ground Support Worldwide and AviationPros.com representatives at 2 locations throughout the GSE Expo. We will have an indoor location at booth 555 and a large outdoor space at booth 3016. That's 3016. And as the editorial team is working the show, we'll be out there trying to find the latest equipment that's, kind of furthering these trends that we're seeing across the industry. And I'd encourage folks to come by and visit us to share some of the news they have to share with us. Additionally, I'd like to encourage attendees to join us at our outdoor location at 3 o'clock on Tuesday as Ground Support Worldwide and AviationPros.com will recognize our inaugural Ground Support Team of the Year winner. And throughout the expo, we'll be recording several product demonstration videos, special podcast episodes like this one, working with key members of the industry to really suss out the latest and greatest information taking place across the GSE space. Anyone visiting our booth is welcome to pull up a chair and listen in on some of these engaging conversation topics as you're moving throughout the show floor, or better yet, even connect with a member of our editorial team to share more information about your company and expertise and how you're bringing some additional benefit to the ground handling space.
Yeah, Josh, and I think it's pretty exciting too, because you have a big team with you, an editorial team there. So you have 4 editors, you have some social media people, you have some video people, podcast people. And I think the exciting thing that I see what you guys are talking about is that you want to talk to not only the equipment manufacturers and the providers, but also the attendees, the people who are coming from the airlines and the airports and the contract service providers and the FBOs and the ground handlers, and really talk to them about what's going on in the marketplace to find out more about what their jobs are on a day-to-day, sort of what they face and what they're dealing with all the time. We're always looking for ways to make this show bigger, better, and brighter. So we want to have those conversations. So if you see someone with a GSE Expo shirt on, stop them and have a conversation. We're open to it.
Absolutely. I like to describe kind of our editorial philosophy as lifelong learners. So there's nothing we don't want to talk about. The more information that we can absorb at the GSE Expo allows us to provide that comprehensive coverage of the industry that people have come to expect from Ground Support Worldwide, our sister publications, Airport Business, and Aircraft Maintenance Technology, and all of which you can find on AviationPros.com. We should also mention in our booth that we'll have refreshments, including cookies and lemonade at our outdoor booth Tuesday and Wednesday at 1:30. So another reason to stop by and visit us, get a quick pick-me-up, and while you're there, sign up for a free subscription to Ground Support Worldwide and visit with us a little bit and tell us what's going on in your neck of the woods as far as the industry is concerned.
We should also mention we're right near the food area, and this year we have a different take on trade show food. We're all used to getting the normal hot dog and slice of pizza, but this year we decided to do something different. And so with the help of our partners at IAEMA, we put together a food truck food area. So we're going to have both barbecue and food truck. So we've got you covered for having an interesting lunch for all 3 days. That'll be, I think, something to look forward to because, we all know that trade shows are long and you get a lot of stuff done and there's no time at all. But having a good opportunity to sit down and have something good to eat rather than the normal everyday trade show food, I think it'll be something fun and exciting. So on your way to the food truck, you can stop by and you can see Josh doing a podcast.
Sounds like a plan. As we mentioned earlier, Bill, the excitement for this show is building. We're looking forward to seeing everybody in Las Vegas. But again, with it being in Las Vegas, obviously lots of lodging options and things. But as people make their way from their hotel to the show, what are the best transportation options for people kind of getting to and from the convention center?
You can always obviously Uber over or you can take a cab. But what we would suggest is we're set up right now. And I think we said this already, Josh, that we're in parking lots, the silver parking lots, and also in Hall C2, I believe it is. And so as you come right off the monorail station right there at Las Vegas, you'll actually get this panoramic view of our entire show. So not only is it a great way to get over from the hotels if you're staying on the Strip, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the third stop over, so it's a nice, easy, convenient ride over from the Horseshoe or from Paris Hotel, which is our anchor hotel. So as you're riding over on the monorail, you'll come off, you'll get a great vista of the GSE Expo parking lot and everything it has to offer. You'll be able to plan your whole day right from there, take the escalator down, and you come right into registration and be able to come right into the outdoor exhibits and the indoor exhibits, a couple paces right from the monorail, you're right into the show.
Yeah, sounds very easy. And honestly, I'm pretty excited to get a glimpse of what that exhibition space looks like from up on the monorail platform there. I think people are going to be pretty impressed with just the view, let alone all the innovative equipment making up that pretty impressive vision.
Yeah, I actually think it's going to be a great view. It really is. It'll be a great overview of the entire industry right from that spot.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to it, but we're going to wrap up this special edition of the Aviation Pros podcast. Stay tuned, though, as we bring you more special episodes from the GSE Expo, and you'll be able to find those special episodes wherever you subscribe to podcasts, as well as on AviationPros.com. where we will also host our GSE Expo e-guide, articles from the show, and video interviews. And for additional details about the International GSE Expo, you can visit www.gsexpo.com. You can visit AviationPros.com. And of course, please follow Ground Support Worldwide on LinkedIn for up-to-the-minute updates. We thank you for listening to this episode. And for Bill Baumann, I'm Josh Smith, and we will see you all in Las Vegas.
AviationPros.com is the portal website for AMT, Airport Business, and Ground Support Worldwide magazines. Visit daily for breaking news, industry blogs, and insightful articles from our magazine's editorial team. And don't forget to sign up for our publication's daily e-newsletters. It's all at AviationPros.com.